Oh, this is Donna's birthday.
June 2nd?
Yeah.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dana. How? Happy birthday to
You know what I love about this? That is the show intro.
That's my warm-up today.
That is the show intro. Hey, everybody. Welcome
to Donna's birthday.
to Donna's birthday.
If you're a patron and we're on your birthday, let us know and we'll sing to you too.
I don't know if I can sing to the degree that you did. So
you'll get the next one.
You did that for Lacey's birthday because we recorded.
I scared her. She had a terrified face.
She was a little bit like, "What is happening right now?" So Donna had the at least had like distance,
right?
Like there was distance,
and
a video screen.
Yeah, I scared his daughter.
Yeah, she was a little. Like, she definitely had the okay guy face,
right?
Going, yeah.
Which I tell you what, nothing makes me get a little louder than the okay guy face.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I know. I was there. I was there.
One of those
same house.
I'm like, oh, are you uncomfortable right now? Let me make this a little worse for everyone involved.
Yeah. Oh man.
Get real into it.
Yeah. That's a weird flex. I scared a child. It's
not as weird as you might think.
No. You know what? If you know Jimmy, and I know you guys do, that's not a weird flex. That's a badge of honor.
I sent you, I texted you my teacher appreciation card that I was given. Our kids at School of Rock were given cards to fill out for the teachers, and like it just says my teacher rocks because, and then they fill it out. And my favorite one was a student that said he makes fun of me a lot.
Yeah, I am going to bring that up here. Here we go. Come on, you little jerk.
Oh, look at all your technology you're using.
Yeah, I'm gonna airdrop it.
Oh, and then we're gonna bring it up,
and we're gonna bring it up.
Yeah, proof that I am.
He scares children.
That I scare children or mean to kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do I do? Oh, I can't see anything. That's the issue here. I wish the controls were at a different spot, huh?
Yeah.
Am I over it?
No. The camera's right in front of it.
Yeah.
I don't see your cursor anywhere anymore.
Okay. Well, I
feel like the moment has passed.
Yeah, the moment has passed.
The moment has passed. You can take our word for it.
Link in the description.
I think it has his last name on it anyway, so we probably shouldn't do that.
No. Jack's last name isn't on there.
Okay, good. All right. But we do also, besides the most important part of June 2nd, also June 1st, Annie's birthday.
Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday, Annie. I'm sure she'll be just as terrified as Donna was.
Happy birthday.
Maybe even more because you're going to wake her up and serenade her.
Yes, I am going to do that.
Okay.
She's going to be home on her birthday for the first time in probably like 4 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So she's actually going to be home for it. Our patron Pinky, our buddy over there is going to be interested to know that for Annie's birthday, and I can say it on here because she's not on here, and this is coming out after. I'm bringing her to see Harry Potter on Broadway.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah,
that's awesome. what is it? The Cursed Child.
The Cursed Child.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to do that with Lacey because she's a Harry Potter person.
Yes, I had a number of choices that I was like. There's the Michael Jackson show, and he's a huge Michael Jackson fan. Yeah. So am I. And then the Harry Potter show, and then there was Death Becomes Her, which just looks like it's going to be really funny.
Yeah.
Right. So, and there was Stranger Things was another one that just recently.
I didn't know they had one.
Yeah, recently came out, and I settled on Harry Potter just because I was like we could go see something musical, magical, scary, or funny, and she was like, I don't know, maybe magical. And I was like, all right,
okay, all right, I like that.
So yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's going to be the day after our Brooklyn show.
Oh, okay.
We'll be going on the 7th.
On the 7th. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Very cool.
Those were the cheaper tickets.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Matinee?
Yeah, matinee.
Cool.
2 p.m. Pinky says it's amazing. Awesome. Good. I'm glad. You saw it twice. Killer.
Nice. She's seen it twice, the really long one and the one out now, which is a little short.
Yeah, the original one was like in 2 parts and it was like 5 hours.
Oh, geez.
Now it's like 3.
That's like a regular Harry Potter movie.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Harry Potter and the long-winded dialogue.
Oh, it's so true. It's so
Exacerbate wordus. Extendus descriptus.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Extendus descriptus.
I have friends that do that quite a bit. They have that power.
Yeah.
We have a couple Extendus descriptus fans.
Yeah.
Out there.
I feel like we might be a little bit as well.
Oh, me for sure. I'm a drive it into the groundus. I'm a beat us
a dead horse.
Yeah, band brain.
Yeah, band brain.
So okay, our other holidays today, June 2nd, National Rocky Road Day.
Oh, a little marshmallow.
Yeah.
A little peanut. Some moose tracks.
Moose tracks. Good stuff. It is also, to keep with the food, National Rotisserie Chicken Day.
Love me a good rotisserie chicken.
Get yourself some rotisserie chicken in Rocky Road. You have got a party, my friend.
That's a hell of a birthday.
That is a hell of a birthday.
Right?
What do you want for your birthday? Rotisserie chicken in Rocky Road.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
It's direct. It's right there. It's also National Leave Work Early Day. So get the hell out of work, get yourself a rotisserie chicken, eat some Rocky Road.
Right. Donna, it's your birthday. You shouldn't be working.
Absolutely.
Not the full day.
You know what else you can do today, Donna? Since it's your birthday, it's National Adopt a Cat Month. It's National Dairy Month, so that goes along with your Rocky Road.
Mm-hmm.
It's also National I Love My Dentist Day. So after that Rocky Road, I'm seeing a theme. And also National Bubba Day. Now, this is not Bubba Gump. It's not This is not a Gump thing. A lot of people call, like, it's an affectionate term for like your best friend. Call him Bubba.
Oh.
Yeah.
I call Gavin Bubba all the time.
So celebrate National Bubba Day with your favorite person. Share a laugh, tell stories, and enjoy the special bond between you.
I love that.
So we're doing that right now. You're one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Bubba Day.
Happy Bubba Day, Bubba.
Yeah.
And then you get to go spend some of it with Gavin too.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Annie will be home. She's my other Bubba.
Yeah. This is all good things.
See? It's a good day.
It is a good day.
It's a good day to have a day.
Yeah. Yeah. I love how it is a whole bunch of, like, a plethora of days.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of types of days. I like it.
What are we drinking today?
We're going to go with the Prohibition.
Nice.
Because it was closest.
There you go.
For me.
That works. Works for me.
You know? Yeah. We were talking about birthdays.
I was going to tell you. I was like, let's just. I know it's,
Yeah, we'll finish. We'll finish this. We're good. We're good.
Killing the bottle day.
Yeah. June 2nd.
Hey, you know something? I like to kill a bottle with my bub every now and then.
Yeah. You know the best part about this one was? I didn't get punched in the stomach while doing it.
No, but see, we shared a story.
But not yet.
We shared a story.
We did. We did share a story. We share the story all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a good one.
It is good.
Even though I was the victim.
Hey.
But I don't play the victim card.
All good stories have a victim. I mean, there's differing levels of victim.
Yeah.
Right? As long as victimhood is like, I've been the victim occasionally.
Yeah.
Not as often as I'm the aggressor. The victimizer.
You know what I just realized?
What's
actually, and it's the since we're shouting out Annie, wearing my jackknife shirt today.
Represent.
Yeah. I don't know why I haven't worn it like a ton, and today just going through my laundry and I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. You know what else I found?
What's that?
My original Craving Strange shirt.
Oh, which one? Which original one?
The Tommy drawing of the
face.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
I found that today as well. So
I'm almost sold out of all those physical ones. We've been sitting on like 4 of them for the last year. Yeah, because they're all I think they're all mediums.
Okay.
It's like 4 medium face shirts.
Wow, that's weird because medium would usually that's a quick mover.
It's It's I mean, we live in America. A lot of XLs and double X goes quick. Smalls and mediums less so. Mediums a lot of times it's up to usually it's girls that buy the mediums because dudes are not as they're usually bigger. And it's up to whether the girls like the cut or not because they aren't the girl cut shirts.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So
Jen actually likes men's medium, but has to cut the sleeves off.
Right. And I know her, Donna, whose birthday it is, loves V-necks.
Yes.
She's a V-neck person.
Speaking of which, Donna, the V-neck shirt that you sold, that I purchased, I love it.
Blue angel feathers?
Yep. 13.
Blue angel feathers 13. I'm sorry.
13 blue angel feathers.
13 blue angel feathers.
I got to wear it once. And since then, Jen has stolen it from me.
There you go. That's how you know a good shirt.
I may need to buy another one.
Yes. I still have to buy one. I have to get around to that. I'm sorry that I haven't yet.
What a jerk.
Money's really tight right now. Like really.
What a jerk. Yeah, I need to buy another one. But it was like I was kind of worried about the V-neck thing because I wasn't sure if that was my look.
Right. I like V-necks.
Jen saw it and she was like, okay. So it wasn't like take that shit off. But,
right.
It wasn't.
I like a lower neckline, personally.
Yeah,
I'm a V-neck lower neckline.
You get the little bit of like the chest hair, like the just enough chest hair.
The peakers.
Yeah, the little peakers,
little peakers at the top.
Like I keep mine, I'm either completely gone or very, very little.
Well, yeah, I'm manscaped. As well.
But no, you have like a little bit of that, like the manly thing going on.
That might be the first time ever that someone has referred to me. Yeah, it's manly.
Oh yeah, don't get used to it.
That might be.
Don't get used to it.
Oh no, I'm not going to get used to it, but I am gonna savor it a little.
Bask in it a little bit.
I am. It is like rays of sun.
Yeah. Well,
on my face.
That all I think of is Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. So I don't know how crazy you want to get with that.
Right. Well, no, I'll just take the manly.
It's
not a thing that's attributed to me.
Yeah, if you don't know who I'm talking about, look up Carl, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and you'll know why it's not that flattering. Right. But yeah, take the good parts.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah,
I will. I'll choose what I take.
I'm excited. We have we're almost out of singles.
Yeah.
We're almost out of singles. We got 2 more coming out. Idiot's Anthem is out already. Wow. We have 2 more. Hoodie Up is coming out next, which is very exciting because that's definitely our favorite. I think collectively that's our favorite and our like.
It's my favorite to play. It's my favorite to listen to. It's my favorite.
Yeah. It's a fun song. So I'm super excited. But it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird that we don't have singles now. We got the album,
right? Yeah, we just got to start recording more singles.
Yeah. I mean, there's only 8 that are kind of like ready to be worked on, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, new music is awesome. Yeah, we will be moving. We're going to be doing an album. That's a fun thing to kind of say or announce. I guess. Right. I guess we're announcing that.
Sure.
I guess that's
it's not.
You heard it here.
I feel like we're. Especially if you're listening to the show, I feel like nothing is really a surprise.
Sure,
right? Like we're kind of loose-lipped about that stuff.
Yeah, we're pretty loose-lipped,
right?
As it gets, we're just
we'll
talk about it.
Yeah, like what's the big secret?
True. There's that idea of like hold it back for an announcement, but then it's like. Then you're just falling into that like, hey guys, we're going to announce something in a week. Hey, we're going to announce something in 2 days. Here's the announcement to watch for our announcement.
There is nothing that I hate more than an announcement.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I hate racism more.
Okay. All right. Way to hit me with the literal. I'll take that.
I'm sorry. I don't know why that.
No, I mean, you're right.
That's just what came to my mind.
Yeah, no. I understand that maybe my wording was a bit
there
harsh.
Might be a few things that are worse.
A little harsh and hasty.
Well, hey, we can all hate things. In different degrees.
But I do hate announcements.
I do hate announcements.
Because just tell us. And you know what's funny too? Like the people who have announcements, I don't care that you have an announcement. So why are you announcing that you have an announcement?
Right.
It's just going to make fun of you.
Yeah, you didn't build any anticipation for me.
Right. Exactly.
But I mean, we might not be the target audience as well.
No, I think a lot.
Oh, guys, let us know. Do you like announcements?
I do have Pinky in here saying, I hate announcement for an announcement.
Yeah, I feel like people do.
Yeah. If it depends on the scale, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, or you're not even like announcing things. So you got, let's say a movie, right? They do some sort of teaser like, hey, this trailer is coming out on Wednesday.
Right.
It's like, cool. Thank you. Now I have something to look forward to. Most people that we're talking about with the announcements are like people in local bands who are like, hey guys, we got an announcement on Wednesday. And it's like, cool. I bet it's a show.
Do you think that I bet they know that nobody cares. I bet it's if we do this and there's any interaction, we'll start to get the algorithm leaning our way so that Wednesday more people see our post.
I think you give people too much credit.
That might be true.
I'm pretty sure that you're giving people way too much credit.
Okay.
Because
I would like to think that that's
a lot of these people are just so far up their own ass.
Yeah.
That they couldn't possibly get enough oxygen to their brain to think of, hey, let's beat the algorithm.
Gotcha.
It's more of a, yo, let's hype this up. People are gonna go banana over it. And it's like,
yeah.
Wednesday comes and guess what? Hey, we got a show where at the same place we always play.
Yes.
Cool. Yay. Don't do the announcements.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, we're doing this. You want more info? We'll give you more info this day.
So you guys know now that if you see an announcement for either Oswald's Revenge or Craving Strange, it is not either of us that posted those.
Yes. Yeah. Although I think I've done it on the show. Like I've done it for Bacon Is My Podcast.
Probably.
But in jest. Like
right.
Like I think I did like a news bulletin. Like we interrupt this we interrupt your feed for
if it's a clever
an announcement.
One, though. If it's clever, it's cool.
Yeah, it's a satire.
Yeah.
Satire is one thing. But don't be up your own ass.
Anything's okay for the funny.
Right. Yeah, just don't be so far up your own ass that
right.
you think people care that you're going to announce something later.
True, I agree.
Just announce it then. Or don't tell us.
Relax, guys.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah, I think that's becoming less and less of a thing.
I think a lot of things are becoming less and less of a thing. Like a lot less of like the online tropes that you see a lot of are becoming. I think people are kind of getting wise to it.
Yeah.
Right. Or it's been done so much that it's become cliche, so it becomes a joke now, to where people are just like, this again, ha ha ha, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Like anytime someone does it, they're like, noob. Like, I remember my first beer, like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing, right.
Exactly.
So I think we are turning that corner a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe we're just like, we're getting crotchety and old and we're shaking our fist at clouds. We're like,
that's possible.
Is it Seedless? You know, like we're
sure. Still, the announcement. We're announcing that
shirt is going to be made soon.
That shirt will be made.
Yes.
And when it's ready, we'll announce that it's ready.
We'll announce it.
Yeah.
I have a couple shirt ideas that I want to do.
Freshen them up.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. I'm excited. I
want to do an Oswald shirt that just says over dramatic and slightly absurd.
I love that. Yeah, that's got to be the salt one.
Right? Like just that on a shirt.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. I love that, actually.
Right?
Can't wait for it to be done.
Can that happen? When can that happen?
Yeah, can we do that?
Well, we got to wait till the song's out.
Well, yeah, that's August.
Yeah. All right. So here's the announcement. So look for it in August.
Look for a shirt in August. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Amazing. It's been a weird week, man. It's really been a weird week. I don't know about you,
dude,
but I am. I'm feeling slightly more irritable.
Are you?
Than usual, and I'm trying to kick that. I'm really, really trying to kick that pretty hard because I don't want to be that.
Yeah. No need to be that.
You know?
No need to be that. Relax, guy. We're on your side.
Exactly. Yeah. Why not have it released prior to the song? Well,
we could do that.
We could probably do that. People won't necessarily know what it means, but
they might not need to.
May not. Yeah.
Then they're wearing the shirt, and you listen to the song the first time, and you go,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, it's a possibility.
Good idea, Pinky. See, we'll take your.
It's like a promotion.
Suggestion.
It's like promotion before the song.
It's crazy, right?
Right.
Amazing.
There's so much stuff going on. I have definitely had a. I don't know. Like,
why are you on your last nerve? Why are you?
I feel like. How do I say this nicely?
Don't just give it to us, Bubba.
I feel like if I had my choice on people that I'd want to deal with on a regular basis, I'd really be dealing with way less people. like much
Sure.
much less people.
Yeah.
And it's less because of themselves and more of the drama that comes along with them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, things are pretty great, and it's like Jen and I, we've been talking a lot about this, like gratitude is something that you have to practice. And and when I say you have to practice, it's in every sense of the word, you have to practice it.
It does not come natural.
It does not come natural. But gratitude is really, really, really important. And you know, I find that certain people and certain situations make you lose that.
Okay.
They make you lose your way a little bit.
So what do you think is the thing with that you have a hard time putting in its proper place that pulls you into some of this drama and doesn't let you kind of like put that part of it to the side and only deal with the parts that you need to?
There's definitely emotion, emotional attachment, relationships, you know, history with people, that kind of stuff. And you know, but you know, it's weird because there are literally days that I go, you know, if I didn't have to deal with you, and like, if I didn't have to deal with your garbage, I'd be less stressed. Like,
right.
And it sucks to say that, especially about certain people.
Sure.
But man, I would love to say that to certain people from time to time, you know? But I've been, like I said, I've been working on the gratitude part of it.
Sure.
And if you, it's work, but you have to realize that, okay, well, just because their drama is in my purview, I guess you would say.
Good word.
Just because I'm in the blast radius does not mean that it's completely my issue. Yeah.
And it also doesn't mean that you were the target.
Oh yeah. That's the other thing.
And that's an important thing to try and, that I find sometimes to try and remember too.
Yeah.
Sometimes when something affects me, I immediately react as if I was the target of it to begin with.
Right.
And that is a much more, that's way more energy than I should be putting into it. And if I can keep myself from doing that and looking at it like, I'm collateral damage here, which sucks, but I wasn't the target, so I can't take this personal, and I don't need to take this personally. So I don't need to defend myself either. I can now look at it from the perspective of, okay, I got hit by that, and that sucks, but I wasn't the target. It wasn't at me, so I don't have to defend myself, and I don't have to make that a part of this. Mm-hmm. I can just go, can I help here, or do I need to get out of the way here? Yeah, yeah. And then once I choose which one of those things I'm going to do, I can. That's the way I have been trying to learn to deal with stuff like that. Yeah, you know, it helps me kind of eliminate some of that stress. I think that for me, you're completely right. But I think instead of asking, "Can I help here?" or "Should I just step away?" Mm-hmm. I immediately go to, let me help here. Right. I often do that too. And sometimes even just doing that brings you into the drama. Yeah. And then you're kind of, you're in it. Right. Like you're in it. Right. And yeah, it's hard to build those boundaries. And then,
when you have relationships with certain people for a certain amount of time, like when you've been that way for so long, and then all of a sudden you're just like, let me assess what's going on here.
Yeah.
Okay, that sucks for you. I can offer this.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, well, why are you being an asshole?
Well, and that's fine.
Well, that's yeah, it's something that you gotta.
Yeah, but you're right. It is something that kind of is going to happen.
Yeah.
But then also in that turn, you have to remember that, like, so I think a better way to phrase it is the way that you did is, yeah, you see something and you go, I'm going to help here, or I can help this. I think going, do I need to be help this?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And in the situations where, like, you're the most qualified person to help and you can do that and you feel a pull to, then you should.
Yeah.
Right. And I just think, there are people in the world that are here to, if you're capable of, with great power comes great responsibility. If you're capable of helping and you turn your back, then that's when you're kind of not living up to your bargain with the universe of, like, oh, I have this life, I have these skills, I've built this kind of personality, I have this ability to kind of help and work with people, I also have these talents, I have all this. My bargain with you is, like, sometimes things are going to be annoying, and I'm going to be the one that has to fix a situation. That's why I'm here, that's why we're in this.
Yeah.
So I think in those times you kind of do have to kind of step in and help. But there's definitely going to be times where you go, do I need to step in here? I could, and I could make this go quicker, and I could fix this.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't, it still will be okay, and it still will be fixed, and whoever's dealing with it has all the skills to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Or other people around them do. And I need to set boundaries to where people aren't relying on me so much to where if I'm not able to do something, suddenly I'm a problem.
Yeah.
And that's where sometimes that separation is really difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. There's also, and to that point too, like I have certain situations where, because I've been that for so long for certain people,
mm-hmm.
Like there are people in my life who actively just participate in dumb shit.
Right.
That actively go, hey, I'm doing something. I'm working on getting from point A to point B. This looks like quite possibly one of the most disruptive and difficult ways to get from point A to point B. I'm going to go do that.
Right.
And regardless of what advice you gave them before they went into such an endeavor.
Oh yeah, no one's going to take your advice.
Right. No. Nobody. No. But regardless, just because they tell you and you don't say, go F off,
mm-hmm.
they will text you and call you and go, hey, so here's an update on this shit situation I put myself in.
Right.
And I just haven't had the nerve to just say, I don't care.
Well,
like I don't want to hear it.
So
I didn't care in the first place.
Right. I'm going to share a bit of advice for that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You don't have to tell them you don't care to not care.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell them you're not interested to not be interested. You don't have to explain to them why you're not going to engage to not engage.
Sure.
No one needs, or it's not necessary for people to get all that explanation. There's a need in all of us for people to understand why we're making the decisions that we're making.
Yeah.
But them understanding why you're doing something or them not understanding why you're doing something doesn't change your reasons for doing it.
Sure.
And it doesn't change the outcome of whether it's good or not for you.
Yeah.
The only thing it does is it gives them an opportunity to create conflict and confrontation for nothing at all. Because if you're just not engaging, it's no big deal. Maybe you treat things like that like it's someone venting. You give it a cursory look. You don't have to respond. Most of the time when I've found, most of the time when people are telling you all that kind of stuff, they don't want my opinion or my advice. They just want to vent. Right?
Yeah.
Because as soon as you give them advice, they give you 10 more reasons why they're going to continue doing what they're doing. And it's like, why did I give why am I in this right now?
I mean, like one of the situations, this week, one of the situations that, was brought up to me, I flat out told them, I was like, hey, because they were like, so-and-so and so-and-so were talking me out of, or trying to talk me out of this decision and this and that. And I said to them, well, first of all, I've known you long enough to know that if you want to do something, it doesn't matter what any of us say.
Right.
Because you're just going to do it. Regardless of what I think, they think, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever flaws they have, whatever flaws I have, whatever, it doesn't matter. Because you're just going to do what you want to do. So why would I even try to talk you out of it?
Right.
Be a waste of time for me.
Right.
Right. But yeah, some of this stuff is someone that's used to someone, me usually, being on that other end and willing to engage and willing to. So if I don't answer, they go, hey, did you check this out?
Yeah.
Hey, did you?
And just say, yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Try that in certain situations where you feel okay trying it. Try to, instead of engaging in a way that puts you at that disadvantage where you're feeling like you're engaging and you're trying to help and you're trying to do all this stuff and you're just not getting listened to, and it's like a doom cycle. Right? Don't do that, but also don't do the thing where you're like, hey, I'm not going to get in a doom cycle with you, and this is why, because I need to do this and I'm establishing this, because that's just creating another thing.
Right. Well, yeah, they're just going to answer back with
well, they're going to feel
harshness.
Attacked. Yeah. People aren't going to feel like you're doing the right thing for you if it's something that affects them.
Yeah.
They're only going to feel like you're doing the right thing for you if it affects somebody else, and they get to feel like they're on the pat you on the backside.
Yeah.
Right. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you're the person that needs to be cut off, or needs to be, the interaction needs to be more surfacey, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Be okay with being like, yep, I saw it.
Yeah.
What'd you think? Sure.
I have to work on that. I have to work on and you're right. I feel like, and Jen and I have definitely spoken about this, is like, you automatically go to, well, I have to explain why.
Yeah.
I have to explain why. And yeah, you don't necessarily have to.
No, and nobody wants to hear it.
Right. Exactly. They're already upset about it.
I over-explain things so much that even when people do want to hear my explanation, they don't want to hear me explain it. Right? Uh-huh. So there's definitely situations where I have to I can only speak for myself, but like I felt that similar thing to everything you're describing right now. Because like you, I am a jump to action in a crisis. No matter how big or small that crisis is.
Yeah.
Right. And I want everybody to be on the same page. I want to be understood. I want, if I want to be respected, I want you to understand why I need this respect. And I want you to understand the relationship so we're on the same page. You don't have to be on the same page with everyone.
Yeah.
They have to want to be on the page with you. And if they're not coming to you going, hey, I've noticed that things are different. What's going on? Let's talk about it. And even then, like you can just go, you know what? Like in this particular situation, I don't feel like I really have all the right answers to give you, so I'm more listening.
I'm gonna have to use that. That line, cut and print. Right. That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt.
I don't have all the right answers to give you, so I'm just going to listen.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I don't want to advertise that.
No, because you're going to use it. They're going to go, I saw it on the show. That's me. You were talking about me before that. And you'd be like, no, I wasn't. Like, you just happen to fall into these cliched categories because you're all the same.
Oh man, yeah.
But no, I think some of it, like, unfortunately, some of the stress, some of the wounds from stress that you and I both have are continuously self-inflicted.
Oh yeah.
And the good thing is that's a place where we can totally step back. I think part of it is a want and a need to help. Part of it is a want and a need to be understood. And there's a little bit of ego in there too.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And we just need to kind of like look at those things and go like, all right, why is this bothering me right now? What about it is bothering me? Why am I even engaging them?
Sure.
You know, like helping them doesn't work if I'm engaging while I'm irritated that I'm even here. You know?
Yeah.
The last thing I want if I'm falling off a cliff is the person that's saving me being like, oh, God, grab my hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm so done with this. I'm like, are you still going to pull me up?
I want to throw this up. I want to throw this up here. Pinky with one of the best pieces of advice I learned is no is a complete sentence.
Yes.
That
is also a complete sentence. And yes,
love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's perfect. That's a t-shirt.
That's a t-shirt.
No is a complete sentence. It should be a t-shirt. That's got to be a t-shirt somewhere.
Yeah. Or a bumper sticker. At least a bumper sticker.
Something. Yeah.
I love that idea. And I've taken something away from this discussion with you guys. Because thank you, Pinky. Thank you for that one, because that hit me. And it's weird. It's just weird to just know people for so long and be a certain thing for so long and like try to unlearn your role.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that's it's difficult on a lot of fronts. And like you said, some of it was probably ego.
Well, you gave yourself your role. No one gave that to you.
Sure.
So you
that's
have
ego right there.
So you have complete control over knowing and adjusting what that role is.
Yeah.
Because no one defines you except you.
Sure. Yeah. It's just an unlearning process.
Yeah.
For yourself.
Yeah.
And it's hard to unlearn.
Really hard.
It's really hard to unlearn.
It's really hard to unlearn.
It's really easy to learn new stuff and implement that immediately. And it's really hard to unlearn things that you just done.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Habit is a bitch.
Yeah.
Like it really is. And habitual behavior there's so many different ways that you don't even realize that it's happening. you know?
Yeah.
And there's also always a reshuffling of the deck, right? So if you think of your relationships and your friends as a deck of cards, right? You are always looking for your perfect hand, right? And depending on the game you're playing, you got to reshuffle that hand, and you're consistently doing it throughout your whole life, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. You have your certain deck for certain situations, and when it comes to what's going to best serve you, sometimes you got to be like, you know what, you're going down, you're going up, and that's okay. We're all doing that, right? The importance somebody had in your life and the importance that you were in somebody's life a year ago, 5 years ago, yesterday, doesn't have to be the same today. And that's okay. So you don't have to feel like you owe people the same behavior.
That's also interesting, the deck of cards thing. I didn't think of that.
I just thought of that.
That is
in the moment.
That is fantastic.
It's pretty good.
That was pretty brilliant.
Thanks.
I really like that analogy.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a lot of comments saying loving the Jimmy therapy.
I'm sometimes I enjoy to have that role.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah.
And I appreciate being in a position where someone will listen to anything that I say and think about it.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm grateful for.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I am super grateful for well, first off, my kids and my wife, because man,
they're way better than racism.
They are. They certainly are.
And they are seedless.
Now they are.
Well, I'm sure they had seeds at a point.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a seed now and then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say my buddy John Bossing has kept Are They Seedless alive, because he liked it so much from that episode, and he's like, it's my favorite thing from that. That's a thing. That's my thing. And he said it to me. I forgot about it. And he there've been a couple times in texting and stuff where I'll say something and he'll go, but is it seedless? And I'm like, oh,
he's taking it back.
He's taking it back, man. He's taking it back.
Yeah.
It's my boy. It's my boy. He sees a good thing and he's like, don't you forget that good thing. Don't you forget that good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, they are a lot of fun to be around. And you know, I feel like the outside things, not that everything is perfect all the time or whatever, but I do find that a lot of these outside things are taking away from them. And I think that's what pisses me off.
Okay.
That's what creates such a, well, F this, you know?
Okay.
That's probably what bothers me the most about those things, anything that happens like that.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah.
Because like I said, blast radius, it's not even just me.
Right.
It's them too.
Well, and if it affects you, it affects how you, I mean, I got to say though, I don't see you as someone you've never, since I've known you, you're never a person that takes your day out on the people around you. You don't do that. You more internalize and give yourself ulcers and screw your health up.
Right.
You're one of those. You're right.
Right. Well, in turn, they all know it.
Right.
They're all
everybody sees when you're having a bad day, but you don't vomit it on them.
Right.
So I think that's a commendable thing, but I do understand what you're saying about the blast radius affects you, so then it affects them, so then it affects
right.
But so that's why I say it's even more important to just look at that and go, what parts of this need to affect me right now?
Yeah.
Because I guarantee at least some of it, and even if it's 10% self-inflicted, right? you remove that 10%, that's something.
Yeah.
Right? Incremental.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Rome wasn't built in a day.
We're not trying to be a different person tomorrow. We're trying to be a little better.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we're a different person a year from now.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to build onto the foundation, not just the roof.
Yep.
I'm just full of bullshit today, aren't I?
No, this has been good. This has been really, really good. Like,
I'm just stringing together.
Like I'm supposed to have therapy on Tuesday. I might just cancel. This has been fantastic. Thank you. But I did want to say the other thing.
You
I'm
can
super
Venmo me.
I am super grateful that you and I get to do this all the time, and we get to.
Me too.
Like, this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun for me, and you know, all this stuff that we do together, the music stuff, it's gives me another bright point in my day. You know?
Cool, man. Yeah, me too. I still look forward to every single one of these things.
Right. It's funny.
None of them are all like, oh, I gotta do this.
Because we were always like 5-year plan. Mm-hmm. And people have asked me, like, how's the podcast going? And it's like, I mean, I still love doing it.
Yeah.
You know, like, has there been any like huge growth or this or that or a new opportunity or whatever? It's like, no, not really, but I still enjoy doing it.
Yeah. Well, it went from being our main thing to our secondary thing.
Yeah, but
that's okay.
But it's really cool that it's kind of
it's just kind of self-sustaining.
Yeah, it's the power of the sun at the palm of my hands.
Yes, it is the power of our patrons.
Yeah,
honestly. And if you would like to join our patrons and help this keep going, patreon.com/Bacon is my podcast.
Yeah. And if you found us through the band's gonna have a Patreon too.
Yes, and for those of you that are patron members, I have some ideas on how to make that easier for everybody, so that we're not double dipping. Yeah.
We got you.
We got you 100%.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some stuff because we're in the middle of that now.
Yeah.
But we're going to do a Patreon instead of doing like a band website and multiple band sites and stuff. It's like we're going to create a home there and just do something a little bit different because again, we're creating a community, which is what we're trying to do with this too. Like everything's about community. That's the point. None of the advice or any of that stuff would even matter if it wasn't for the fact that the advice is being shared and it's shared by a community. We got some great responses and advice from our patrons, and those of you that are listening, throw it in the comments if you have other ideas and other things. The idea is to help each other. You know, we're here to entertain and we're here to hopefully help.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or we're going to get out of the way. And I think that's the lesson of today. Assist or get out of the way. We are not here to be goalies.
I like that.
Right. That's a comedian. Shit. I'll think of it. Kyle Kinane. It's a Kyle Kinane bit. He's like, he has said, I am not put here to be a goalie. I am not here to block anybody's goals. I am here to assist or get out of the way. And if we just distill our meaning of life down to that, that can help us in all situations. Any situation you're in, if you go, am I blocking a goal? Do I need to assist? Should I get out of the way? Ask yourself those 3 questions and you will get the answer that dictates how you should behave in the situation. And I think that will also eliminate not all, but some stress and anxiety.
I like that.
Yeah.
This guy, he's like Yoda.
Today, man, I don't know what it is, but today I'm stringing together words that make sort of sense.
Wise is he? He's very wise today. And
Yeah.
no, but you know
Shitterable.
what?
Shitterable.
Oh, okay.
I'm being very shitterable.
I've never heard that word before.
I just made it up because I'm doing that today.
Right. That's what today is. Huh?
But I took bullshitter.
Yeah.
And I spun it around and made it a verb.
Oh.
That sounds different. That'll be a shirt. Shitterable.
Okay.
Be more shitterable.
Be more shittable, guys. That's the lesson of the day.
Don't be a bullshitter, but be shitterable.
And I do love the fact that everybody, Pinky, it was needed, and none of us knew we needed it.
I hope so. I hope you guys got something out of it. Like I said, these discussion shows are just that. It's us having a discussion that we probably would have, or that we would have had anyway, with the camera off. And it's just putting a camera on and hoping somebody gets something out of it. Whether you're entertained or whether you get something out of it, I hope either of those things happened.
I think the only thing that would be different is names would be dropped.
Sure. I think we need to come up with fake names that we can use so that we can just tell stories.
Sure.
Instead of being as vague as we're being. Because whether it's out of fear of the person we're talking about seeing the show and knowing that we're talking about them or whatever, I think we make it more obvious to those people by being vague, and we make it less entertaining to the people that don't know by also being vague.
Oh, interesting.
So I think we need to kind of like create so we had a name in high school. Brian Speaker and I had a name. We worked for the school paper, and we did when we wrote an article for the school paper that was a like kind of a Dear So-and-so thing. And we made up questions and made up answers. And we like went through this whole thing, and we created, Brian came up with the name Dr. George McGurver.
Wow.
So I think we need a George McGurver. Right?
Can we use George McGurver?
We absolutely can. We can resurrect George McGurver.
I don't want to encroach on your nickname in high school.
It wasn't my nickname. This was the name of the person that was in charge of answering the many questions that the people in West Lafayette Junior Senior High School.
Pinky, a list of aliases.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
We just have one. George McGurver. Everyone is George McGurver.
George McGurver.
My friend George.
Yes.
Did this. My friend George did like this. That. So if we can put a name to it, and then we can just start telling the whole story, and
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I love it.
So yeah, we'll create an alias. Maybe it's our friend George McGurver,
perhaps
who irritates us sometimes.
Yeah.
From different positions in life.
Yeah.
George is all over the place.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sometimes he's a lady. Sometimes he works at a bank. Sometimes he plays an instrument. Plays them all. So could be anyone.
Sometimes they're an authority figure. Sometimes they're a relative.
Sometimes they're just a dick.
Yeah. I encountered a real George McGurver.
The other day.
Online at the supermarket. What a George McGurver.
What a George. Quit being a George.
Oh, man. That's why I'm happy Kaz changed his name to Kaz.
Yeah. Yes.
So this way he wouldn't actually be a George.
Yeah, he's not a George.
He's not George.
I mean, I'm sure sometimes he's a George. If we ask DJ, he's probably like, yeah, he's a George a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I think Lisa calls him George, but
should we come up with a name that's like nobody that we know, so that no one can possibly, because we're online, so we have to make sure that not a single person could possibly be offended.
Yeah. No, I think George is fine.
Okay, I think so too. I think so too.
But yeah, guys, thank you for being a part of this therapy session. Thank you for being a part of our world, part of our family. I love you guys. I love this guy.
Me too. I love you, Bubba.
Cheers to that.
Happy birthday to Donna. We appreciate you. And everybody, that is within the sound of our voices, remember every single day, the way to get around the Georges in your life is to make sure that you're very aware and that you always know. So you always have to ask yourself a very important question.
Is it seedless?
Make it seedless. What's your bacon? Make it seedless. Make it so.